Hi everyone, this is Purvangi, and again I'm here in this session about the COVID and 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 the tips how to deal with this COVID and lockdown situation. Yes, I'm a neurolinguistic programmer, and as you know that I'm dealing with lots of people and I'm doing lots of counselings and the webinars over the NLP terms. As I said, NLP is the terminology. It has been scientifically proven that how your senses helpful to you and also giving your informations from outside world as well as how you are interpreting your internal world through your unconscious and conscious mind. This session, which basically which I'm just talking to you, is about the tips for the lockdown because this lockdown is helpful to every one of us and we learned a lot of new things from this COVID. It is a new normal for every one of us life, as well as it is also important for every one of us to understand that what is important nowadays that we have to apply and we can change our life to the betterment and for the success. So the COVID and its tips are very important. The COVID comes with one of the virus, as we all know that, and lot of many people are infected by that. Many are died, and actually we still in the process of finding a new vaccine for the same. Till that time we have actually a great time to learn about this virus, why we actually affected with this virus, because our habits, we become habituated as it is an hedonic adaptation. It has been habits because whatever we do till 21 days it becomes our habit, and hence we have to change in our lifestyle. So these are the few tips which I am going to discuss with you. That tips will help you a lot to change your lifestyle, to give you a positivity and personal freedom from your negativity thoughts and the fearful thoughts, because I'm getting lots of requests on a Facebook that in this lockdown situation, in this COVID situations, we are getting lot of dreadful thoughts. Basically, if we have a little bit issue in our physical terms, we feel it that do we actually affected by corona. If we are facing some issues through our financial situations, because everybody is facing that issue right now, everybody is facing issues related to their job and their business. So they are actually feeling that this time is basically a very tough time, and we won't be survive if we cannot understand our thought process very well. So I'm here to tell you that anytime, not a single time comes with the permanence. I mean, time never permanent. If it comes with the tough situation or maybe it comes with some problem, that means it will definitely come with the opportunities. But it is our job, it is our own responsibility to find how we can find the opportunity in this situations as well. In lockdown situation, I'm giving you a tips. Give a good food to your mind first, as we are actually filling our stomach with lots of fruits, vegetables. We are actually eating lot of milk, and we are also interested in eating junk food as well because we like it so much. Same way, eat good food for your mind. Yes, food to your mind is inspiring books, motivational books. Use your time wisely, because in lockdown period we have a lots of time to spend with ourselves, and in that self quarantine, in that solitude time, what you can do is you can talk to yourself. So these are the 7 8 tips which I'm going to talk to you, and this will be very much helpful because this is the food to your mind. Because I would love to tell you that you have to stay away from the negativity, you have to stay yourself safe, and you have to be safe not only through a physical infected virus but also the virus which lives inside your mind, and it will come anytime. It will show you up anytime, and you are just sleeping and you find yourself into a depression. You find yourself, you feel anxiety, you find yourself that you become tensed. And hence, I'm giving you that this is a food to your mind. So, the tips number one, you can use a journaling process. Yes, guys, journaling is a kind of a writing therapy which you can do for yourself. Journaling is not only you are writing a diary or you are just writing on a piece of paper, but I would love to tell you here that sit with your thoughts. Don't be afraid. Don't be just go through, just don't take it as a granted your thoughts, or don't press it or suppress your emotions. Rather, I would love that you should write in your journal that what do you feel about this lockdown, how do you feel right now, and why are you feeling right now, and the emotions or the thoughts which are coming, because we are actually chemical generating laboratory. I can say this body is basically a chemical generating laboratory. Your mind is having a lots of chemical, and that chemical spurs in your body fast. So the cortisol is a one kind of a chemical which is a fearful, which loves fearful thoughts, which loves to spur fast in your body, and hence you are always getting lots of emotions of the fear and dreadful thoughts. Also, you are having an emotions of the sadness, you're not feeling better, or you have a mood swing issues, are also all are actually coming from the cortisol chemical which generate in your mind. Cortisol generate because you are getting thinking, and when you are come across with certain informations from the outside world which is negative, which is opposing to your mind, because our mind likes a positivity, our mind likes positive thoughts, emotions as well. We like happiness, we like growth, we like to be into a trance state of the happiness. And I would love to tell that this is not possible every time, because outside world is not in our control. But yes, as our inside world is on control, what you can do is you should write a journal. Journaling for at least 10 to 15 minutes a day. Best time for journaling, I would suggest do it in the morning when you wake up, and when you are lonely, just do it for 10-15 minutes. How do you feel? What do you want from the day? How you want to pass your day, like you wanted to pass your day with the productivity, you want to find out some new opportunities, do you really interested to have your self development, are you interested for your self realization process? If you have this kind of questions, or if you wanted to improve in your life, maybe in your business, in your life, in your relationship, in your family, then first become a leader of yourself. So do the journaling for at least 10 to 15 minutes and think of your thought process and try to change it. Change it to the positive one. Change it to the thought process of uh, the productive one, and make a list of it. What do you feel about the same? Second part which you can do is that second tip I'm going to tell you is feel grateful about everything whatever you get inside, be it your family, your financial situation, your society. Even I can say this COVID-19 also, I'm always grateful for that, because after 60 days of lockdown, I will be able to understand that what is the meaning of work, what is the meaning of office, what is the meaning of a life, what is the meaning of family, and why this lockdown gives me so much positivity, productivity, because I'm giving a positive thought to this lockdown process as well, because it gives me a time to read those books where I actually was thinking to read it but was not getting that much of time, and I was reading those books, those autobiographies which will be helpful to me a lot in my life to do best in my work. So use your time wisely, and hence you should feel grateful about any situations, whatever you face in your life. Feel and count your blessings. You are actually blessed with a good sun, you are blessed with a good nature, you have a good air. Right now you are getting a good non polluted air, you are having a super house. Whatever you have in your life, just feel grateful about it. Third important point, third tips which I am going to tell you: use the rubber band. Like this, use the rubber band when you are having any thought which is the negative one, maybe which is against the happiness you are facing. So use that rubber band and just snatch it when you are having that thought, or making some voice, like you can make voice like oh no, kind of a voice also you can make. What happens to you when you are having a trance state of your negative thoughts? You can just come out immediately. When you come out immediately, what happens to it? You just divert your energies from negative to a positive one. You will be able to understand that you have to condition your mind, because now you are going to think a negative thought and that it converts into the emotions. So as our thoughts are our power, you should give a power to a positive things. If you are just sitting in front of TV watching a media news channel or maybe anything, and if you are getting some negative news, then switch it over to a music, switch it over to some good program which gives you a positivity, which gives you an inspiration or the motivation. Because when you are BDNF is a one kind of an inspirational chemical inside your body, which gives you a thought process to live more with the success and with the growth. So I would love to tell you that bind a rubber band on your wrist and snatch it when you are getting a negative thought. Tips number 4: use aromatherapy. Yes, guys, aromatherapy is a very good therapy where you can just light a fragrance oil in the corner of your room where you are sitting. Sit sitting in solitude. Just feel the smell. Close your eyes and feel that smell. That smell should be, I would love to tell you that you may use fragrance oil of the any kind of like jasmine, or you may go for a lemongrass, or you may go for kapoor, or you may go for any kind of fragrance which is on a lighter side or sweeter side, or maybe which is on the cooler side. So when you are having that fragrance oil, just think of the aroma. Sit in a solitude, close your eyes and think of that aroma. When you are thinking that aroma, you are actually vanish it off with the inside, all the dust or all the negativity, all the kind of issues which you are dealing with. You are getting the solutions after it, because you are feeling that aroma, you are having actually a mindfulness. So learn the mindfulness. Tips number 5: use good books, read good books. Spend some time in solitude and write about those books. What do you learn from that book? Just don't read it, but rather I would love that you should use that book for your own progress. Write some important points which you really want in your life and paste it in front of you when you are sleeping, so that when you wake up you find that words in front of you. So tips number 5 which I am going to tell you is read good books and jot it down the important points which will help you a lot in your life. Tips number 6: use your time wisely with your family and play good games. Don't just spend a time in just 4x4 screen, but rather I would love to tell you that you should spend time with your family. Talk to your parents, talk to your spouse, talk to your children, talk to your neighbors, and try to understand who they are actually and why they are in their life. By doing so, you will be able to understand that how much important they are in your life and you are in their life, which will give you a good thought process, good emotions about the family. You increase the bonding between you and your relationships with your family as well as your parents or maybe spouse or children. Making a good friends over the social media is nothing wrong. You can definitely make a good friends on social media, talk productive things to them so that you can learn something out of it. So this is a tip number 6 where you can talk to your family and talk to them why they are in your life. So this will help you a lot to understand why they are important to you and you are important to them. Tip number 7 to fight against the COVID 19 lockdown process, which we are all going through it, is to stay calm, cool, and go for a nature walk. I understand that in that lockdown period, for many of us, is not possible to go outside. But I would love to tell you that just look at the sun when it rises. Just look at the sunset. Look at the moon. Feel there the feel that feelings. Just think of that if the sunset or sunrise will be done in just 1,000 years or once in 1,000 years. Do you go to watch that sunrise? Of course, because as we are accepting things as it is natural for every one of us, we are adapting it, we are taking it as a granted that it happened because it happened every day. So we are not actually blessed by that sunrise. We are not blessed. We are not giving a blessings. We are not giving a gratefulness to that sunrise. But just think of that sunrise if done once in 1,000 years. Feel that sunrise, sun rays. Use that time wisely. Talk to your nature. Put your feet into a warm water and just be relaxing at your place. Spend some time in solitude, like you are spending 15-20 minutes a day. Starts from 15-20 minutes to a 1 hour or maybe a 2 hours. Just learn the mindfulness. Learn about your weaknesses and overcome your weaknesses. These are the 7 tips which I have given to you, which will help you a lot when you are stay safe at your place. And this will not help you only just by listening this video, but I would love that if you can apply the same in your life. And I hope that COVID and its tips are important to you. If you have any comments, you can definitely write just below the box. And if you have any questions, you can email me on purvangi224@gmail.com. Also, you can visit my website www.purvangishukla.com. It's really nice talking to you. Have a great day and great life ahead. Also, live with this COVID 19, with the new normal situation, and be safe, be positive, and always energetic. It's really nice talking to you here. Thank you so much.